Hello, everyone, and welcome to MLB The Show 23, and thank you for joining us. We're going to be taking over one of the worst franchises in baseball to try and turn them into a series winning team. There's going to be shakeups, roster moves, trades, and maybe even some hope. We're not experts in baseball, but we're going to do our best to turn this team around and see if maybe what they needed all along was two idiots to take over. On behalf of Cryptic Panther, I am Gladys the Baker, and welcome to the show. So here we are with the Washington Nationals, the start of the 2023 season, with zero experience, zero knowledge of this team and its players, and zero ambition.
We
Ranked 30th.
we are ranked 30th in pitching, ranked 30th in power, 6th in speed though. So we have some speedy people on our team.
We've got some Jets. It's true.
We do. Other than anything else, we are pretty much
in the gutter. We are in the National League East.
Here's our roster.
All right. Our highest ranked player, a 30-year-old with B potential, Joey Meneses, in right field.
Yeah, we do. Starting pitcher Mackenzie Gore. He's got an A potential rating.
Yeah, Steven Strasburg is an 82 overall as well. Now, some of these guys, when we look at their age versus their potential, I have to laugh sometimes because I'll have mid-30s with A potential, and I'm like, at this point, the potential's gone. We're not talking about development anymore or what they're possibly capable of. When they hit the 30s, like, they should be a pretty known quantity by now. Now, somebody like this, Mackenzie Gore, yes, 24 years old, A potential, only 1 year of MLB service on a $720K contract. This is a guy that I want to see that potential develop into, for sure. But we talked about Joey Meneses very briefly, and showing him as a B potential with an 84 overall, he's probably not going to develop more than this.
Now, there'd be some slight changes in some of his numbers, even positive side, but not enough to say at 30 years old there's not going to be any big jumps. Not at his age.
No, probably not. Also, still only making $720K. Yeah, our number one rated player overall is making less than $1 million.
Yeah.
This is the state of the Nationals as we walk into it.
That it is. Steven Strasburg, 34 years old, overall 82. This guy's got a great track record. But at $35 million.
$35 million.
And at
30, go back to his MLB stats, will you? So for the past 4 years, he's had less than 31 innings played.
Yeah.
Where has he been?
I'd say he's been out injured. One game.
For $35 million, I expect him here in the hospital bed on the field.
He'd be sitting in the dugout on the hospital bed, hooked up to an oxygen machine. Both his elbows have been replaced, but we still want him here. Like in 20,
I want him to roll the ball from the pitcher's mound from his hospital bed.
I mean, the numbers in 2019, 18 wins, 6 losses, 209 innings pitched. You know,
yep.
I mean, he had
an ERA of
3.32. Like, he done amazing. But then, you know, he's been injury plagued for sure with those numbers.
Something happened.
So he's going to be one that we're going to look to put up on the trade for some prospects for sure.
For sure. I mean, even without seeing any performance metrics this year and how he's possibly doing, I think for that amount of money, that's close to a quarter of our total team's budget.
Yeah, we're definitely
for Steven Strasburg. I mean, we need to fix that.
It'd be nice to have the talent on the team, and it'd be nice to have the veteran pitcher to rely on. But the money is more important. Doing the rebuild, I think it's more important to find someone that has more potential to stay healthy. So we have Patrick Corbin here. Well, he's got 10 years service in the majors, 33. His hit per nine's way down.
65 overall after all that time, 10 years of service.
Potential. His hit per nine's pretty brutal. His
Yeah, his
breaking,
velocity and break is great, though.
yeah,
Oh, you know what it is? His pitching clutch. That's his lowest rated.
yeah.
So if he gets a man on base, he's toast. Yeah, that ERA shows it.
ERA is rough.
Yep.
Look at the money he's making.
Good night.
We are definitely going to be looking at getting rid of Patrick Corbin.
Yeah.
Just with that money alone that he's dragging around. Like where did he earn that contract?
At one point in his career, it might have been looks like 2019 with Washington. If he was in Arizona, 2018 with a 3.15 ERA, 246 strikeouts and 200 innings pitched. That's fantastic. That's a hell of a year. Looks like he went to Washington and repeated essentially the same year. Stellar performance, and then something happens in 2020. Maybe he got COVID. 60 strikeouts over 65 innings pitched, which is not terrible. That's almost a strikeout per inning, but the ERA starts to jump, and from there, the story just gets worse. 2021 with a 5.82 ERA.
Yeah, him.
Pretty bad. And then
172 innings pitched and only well still the strikeouts are up there, 143.
yeah, they start to fall. That rate goes down, and it'll
Yeah.
go down even worse again in 2022.
Yeah.
Absolutely on the decline here with the 6.31 ERA, 128 strikeouts after 152 innings pitched. Just not good numbers, not at all.
I wonder if he went down with an injury in 20, because that's when we see his career take a change. I wonder if it
Yeah.
possibly had an injury, but yeah, that contract at 25 mil next season.
Oh
We're
yeah,
paying
that's
him
inflated.
21 right now, so we're definitely not going to be. We'll take pretty much anyone for that cat. I think. Kyber Ruiz.
Hmm.
Sorry if I'm butchering your name, Kyber. I apologize. Um, let's see. His fielding is all middle of the road.
He's got fantastic vision.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I really, really find to be a stat that I really look for in my players when I play my franchises. I want that vision because that means you're going to be fouling off less. You're going to be getting better contact on the ball, which is going to lead to more hits.
Durability, it's not bad. It's above average.
Yep.
His contact left and right are both above average. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's power's nothing to be speaking of, but I mean, we don't need him on our team to be hitting home runs.
No. And at
And
24 years old, he's a 68 with B potential with only 1 year of MLB service. He's got plenty of years in which to show some growth. Wow. And we've got him for those years.
yeah, we got him locked in. Locked in at a decent number too. 6 mil for catchers is
Yeah.
decent.
If he can put up a decent average, drive in some runs for us, then I think that's going to be a worthwhile contract. I think at $6 million we can expect decent performance, and if we get it, it's money well spent.
And he had 6 stolen bases last year.
Yeah.
And he's slow.
His on base percentage is pretty consistent with his average, though. It means he's not walking very much. And with high vision, I know he sees it, but with lower discipline, that could be something we'd want to work on with him.
Yeah. Yeah, his slugging numbers are not hot either.
No, he's a contact hitter, that's for sure.
That's fine. But I mean, his defense is all middle of the road. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on him. If he's not, you know, performing. I mean, definitely. I mean, with a B potential, we might be able to get a trade out of him if he,
Possibly.
turns out to be nothing to get excited about.
Hmm.
So we have nothing else in the way really of prospects in the catcher world.
No, our backup MLB catcher is Riley Adams, 26-year-old, 62 overall with D potential. What has he got
He's
going
got a
on?
good arm, decent
Very good
blocking,
arm.
but the rest of
Not so
his,
much on the accuracy though. I'm not
yeah,
necessarily caring if he can throw it hard if he's not going to be able to hit the target.
you know, people be stealing bases on this cat.
Yeah, great discipline. Excuse me, not durability. Durability is great
Yeah,
also, but high discipline, low vision, the opposite of what we just looked at.
yeah. So he
What are his
doesn't
stats looking like?
he doesn't chase a lot, but what he swings at, he's not necessarily hitting. His average
Yeah, and
last
that
year was
shows it
rough.
right there.
Yeah,
Sub 200 average with a 245 on base percentage. Year prior, 222 average with a 358 on base. So I was right. He's walking quite a bit, but he's not seeing the ball.
no,
Dang.
yeah. He's definitely going to be stuck in the backup role, and he's off the roster next year. I mean, the deep potential is why he's off. I mean, as a backup catcher, I mean, we could have someone that's what's this fella here, Israelia Pandea,
Israel Pineda,
Pineda.
I would guess.
Sure. Two idiots don't know how to play baseball and they don't know how to
Great
pronounce names.
defensive ratings here.
Yeah, his potential's there. I mean, his hitting's pretty under average everywhere. His defense is
Yeah, it
pretty good
is.
though. I mean, backup
Yeah.
catcher, you know.
This is a guy that I would want behind the plate, but not hitting.
Yeah, he's
Pretty
only
much no stats to speak of in the
no,
MLB.
13 at bats last year,
That's nothing.
but he had no time. He's got .027 service, so he's
Sure.
no time at all.
What
22,
about his AAA stats?
not going to
Nothing.
show us.
Huh. It's a weird line.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that don't seem to have anything from last year. There's been a few of them we've looked at that have been that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even the guys down in A and double and A and single A, they're all deep potentials at 25, 26 years old.
Yeah.
So starting pitchers and a catcher right now is kind of where I think well, I don't know.
We're
Well,
not going to be able to really make any conclusive decisions prior to getting some stats in the game, but
I think
I,
with Ruiz though, I mean, we got him locked up for quite a few years, and he's got he's only 24, so I mean,
yeah, I
we'll
think this
see
is
how
a
he
keeper.
progresses. Yeah, for sure with
Yeah.
the money.
And his development is also going to be helped, I think, by his high vision stat because that high vision is going to allow him to get more hits, hopefully, over time and develop into a more accurate contact player to where we should be getting some better stats as his career progresses. Michael Chavis at first base, 27 years old with a 67 overall, C potential, has a lot of secondary positions though. This is somebody that could do well all around the field, it looks like.
Yeah,
Hits better versus lefties all around.
he's slotted in at first base. His speed is something that's kind of nice. His stealing sucks, but his speed.
Yeah,
But I mean, we don't need a fast first baseman though. And I mean,
not
his
necessarily.
hitting isn't I mean, power versus left, contact versus left. He's got his vision and discipline are shit. So I don't know where we're gonna do with this cat. What's he got for?
Let's see his stats. He's got 3 years of service, so we should have plenty to go off of here. Hitting in the low to mid 200s for most of his career. Extremely low walks lends to a very low on base percentage and a slight uptick in slugging. Looks like 2022 with Pittsburgh, he had 14 home runs, not the career high, but for slugging, I don't know. He
A lot of
looks to be dependent
strikeouts.
on other things.
A lot of strikeouts. 126
Holy
strikeouts.
shit! 126 strikeouts to 401 at bats.
Yeah.
One out of every three at bat, this man strikes out. That should be once a game or more.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
his strikeout numbers are high. And we only have him for this year anyways. The speed in the outfield would be nice. Because we do know that Manassas in left field is or right field, sorry. Don't get the greatest speed. What do we got down here? Look at this AAA.
Dominic Smith.
Mr. Smith, beat potential. His
Wow,
defense
great
is
fielding.
his defense is really good.
Yeah, low speed. So
That's
I'd like to keep
fine.
him on first base, not think about putting him in the
Yeah.
outfield.
So
He's got great clutch. Batters in position. This is a good guy. Good vision, decent discipline, and looks like pretty average contact and power.
not much for power, but yeah. So the Mets
Okay.
last year, what was the average? It's a little rough for
Well, his
136.
largest sample for stats is going to be coming from 2021 with the Mets. He had 446 at bats, more than twice as much as any other year. So that's his most reliable stat line. He had 112 strikeouts, so a quarter of the time, one out of every four at bats. He had only 32 base on balls, so his on base percentage is pretty low. 244 average, which is not good, but it's not terrible. and a 363 slugging. So he's done a little bit for extra bases. But yeah, not
Strikeouts.
extremely promising stats here.
The strikeout numbers in 21 look bad, but I mean the next year, like I mean his average on strikeouts look across the board. Look at 2020 at 177 at bats, 45 strikeouts,
It's about
140.
it's about 1/4 for every single year.
Yeah. So I mean
All of his stats.
he's consistent, not
Consistently
consistently.
striking out,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's not consistently good, but I mean as
But he is consistent, yeah.
that's I mean hey, I
It
mean.
sounds like a positive when we say it. That's why I had the rebuttal, like consistently striking out. Like, yeah, that's what
Mhm.
I meant.
But I mean, he's making 2 million.
Well, that's a little higher than I would like.
Yeah, for AAA, B potential though.
For a AAA strikeout artist, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
why is the potential so high? So we're looking like we need everywhere. We haven't found
Oh,
anything.
I figured that would be the case.
I didn't think we have. Well, here we go. We got second baseman, Luis
Luis
Garcia.
Garcia.
Luis or Luis? Luis?
Well, with the Garcia, I assume that's Luis.
Okay, that's probably correct. So even our minor league is not much for potential. B potential low 22,
Wow, clutch.
way up there. No bunting. No drag bunt. No bunt. Don't drag bunt.
I don't think I have bunted once in the 5 years of my own franchise that I've played.
But I mean, I mean, his speed isn't that high. So, but I mean, if you get a speedy fella that can bunt, that's almost a guaranteed base hit, right? Or
Yeah,
a
almost.
sacrifice, right? His
Good fielding
contact versus
numbers.
right is good.
Yes.
No power. His vision and clutch is good. His discipline's not the best, so he's going to be
No.
chasing. Even though he sees the ball, he's still chasing. His fielding is above average.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's not horrible at second.
He's only 22 years old. I mean,
Yeah.
for 22, putting up 275 average with a 408 slugging, I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all.
Strikeouts were a little high last year, but
Yeah.
yeah, I guess on
Le-
par. On par with his
less than
previous.
a
Yeah,
quarter of a time. Yeah.
yeah. Not very many stolen bases. That's fine. We don't need everyone on our team to be speed demons. And he's looking for a renewed contract next year because he's only making 700K this year.
700. Yeah, we'll see.
So yeah, we got nothing down the minors for second baseman either.
No, not
If we
really.
get an injury or two up in our major league roster, we're going to be in really bad shape.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like even with no injuries, we're in bad shape.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I'm talking if we got to start bringing up 33-year-old D potential guys from A ball to fill a
Yeah.
hole, we're gonna be in fucking big trouble. We got two third basemen. Both of them are within the 30 range, 30, 31, and 29.
Yeah.
Overall is 71 and 65. Why are these guys like look at the minor leaguer? A ball 19, he's a B potential. So there's one guy that may have something for us down the road.
Brady House. Yeah.
But we got nothing else. Our AAA guy, not looking good. Jake Alou, 25. But yeah, like we got a lot of a mess to go through.
Yeah, we do. Well, what I'd like to do, since we have needs all around, one of the things I do like to do is typically I will look for problem areas, either to where I don't have backups, where I've just got really low areas.
We just take that lower right picture and just circle the depth chart, and that's where all of
Yeah.
our problems exist.
Well, and that's what I was going to say is that my go-to is to identify problem areas or weaknesses, but the issue is that every single position we've looked at is one of those areas.
Well,
So what I think we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get some time in. We're going to have to watch some of these players. It doesn't look like we have promising prospects, so I don't know how far we can rely on our farm system to keep us going. So I think we're going to really, I mean, this is a true rebuild to where we're going to have to be drafting a very strong class each year. We're going to have to make sure that we hire the coaching staff behind us to develop these players as well.
for sure.
I
because-
wonder if you can go back for me to the main menu out of the roster. If you go up to the handshake, I think it's under. Yep. Go to contracts and then coaches. So this will tell us who's developing our players. Fucking hell. Dave Martinez making $1 million as our manager with -3 fielding, -3 power, and -1 velocity.
Let's
Okay.
clean house on the coaching staff because not one of them is worth keeping.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
No, not a single one. Wow. So long, and thanks for all the fish.
All right. So we wanted Marvin Pappas.
For the hitting coach, yeah.
Make an offer.
He is looking for what? 1.2 million a year for 2 to 4 years. So that's the exact contract that he's looking for. I wonder if we get the immediate response. Let's go ahead and offer that to him. See what we get. He is accepted. Marvin Pappas, welcome to the Nationals.
Perfect. Okay. So we only found one fellow that was decent as a manager, right?
Yeah, Abraham Williams.
Yeah, because his home run per nine was down. That's
It was, but he offers a lot for
play
hitting and
discipline,
defending.
arm
Yeah,
accuracy. That -2 to home run per nine is gonna hurt though. So hopefully our
it's a little
pitching coach.
scary. Like I said, we can see if we can offset that. He's looking for 2.6 million a year for 2 to 4 years. So if we offer him 3 years at 7.8, it's exactly what he's looking for. He is accepted.
All
Abraham Williams, welcome to the Nationals.
right. So now we need a pitching coach. Yeah, the 16.
I'm going to say I think we go with Hernandez. And the difference maker for me is the +2 to pitching clutch, +3 control.
Yeah.
I know he takes a little off the velocity, but those two stats coming up.
I want pitchers that have control and break. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I would want. So 3 mil over 3 years, 900K. 990,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Mason Hernandez has accepted. Welcome to the Nationals.
Welcome aboard. All right, first base coach.
Here we go.
So we need someone pretty much positive across the board. I like the arm accuracy being up too.
We can pick this guy for speed or Lee for durability. That's really the difference makers between them, I guess.
So let's pick the fielding. I want the better defense. You think?
Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. Ford Shelley also wants about $1 million per year.
Not a problem. I'll pay it.
Ford Shelley, welcome to the Nationals.
Okay, third base coach.
Well, and the speed is a big deal for me too, because that means we get to the ball faster, we get to the bases faster.
Yeah.
We could possibly be stealing more anyways. I know the other guy gives an increase to stealing stats, but that speed is a big one for me.
He's not looking for a lot of money either.
Oh, a little less. Accepted. Darnell Coles, welcome to the Nationals.
Okay.
And last but certainly not least, the farm director. All right, so way back up at the top, the guy that was -1 to hits per 9 looks like the only viable option whatsoever in the farm directors for hire. Where did he go?
Oh, God. Remember, there's so much red. Him.
There he is, Jay Sanchez. You look like you're going to be our man. Holy shit.
God.
For lack of any other single viable candidate. Jay Sanchez, welcome to the Nationals.
So now we got our coaching staff laid out.
We have a full coaching staff now. I feel much more comfortable with this. We did take a slight hit to home runs per 9 and an even smaller one to velocity and hits per 9, excuse me. However, we have increased a lot of attributes
we definitely
for our players coming up between the attribute grades as well. B and A. Actually, most of our coaches now are A attribute grades. We've got a pretty good coaching staff lined up here.
I think we're doing all right there.
That's much better. Wow.
So I want to see any potential free agents.
Probably not many worth too much.
Probably not, but we do have a lot of holes, so I thought maybe take a quick scan to see. And free agents are all going to be in the higher age range. Most of them. Why is there? See potential.
19 years old with some great stats.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fielding is all middle of the road.
Yeah, but
First baseman, though.
first, catcher, third, and right field.
Unfazed, excels when hitting with 2 strikes. Performs
Huh.
better when team is behind. Well, welcome to the Nationals.
Yeah, look at the clutch there.
We're always behind.
Ira Peterson. Wow. What would he be looking for in a contract? Oh, go back now. Hit him. There you go. What? Offer him 70, but just bring that interest all the way up there. There you go. 70 for 1 year, and we'll see what he's got. Oh, absolutely. We must release one player. Throw a dart. Okay.
We gotta go release somebody.
Yeah, let's get rid of somebody. Say AA. Wilson Garcia, 29 years old with a D potential, 54 overall. Yeah. I'd like to say goodbye. All right.
Thanks for the fish. Okay, free agent.
Free agents, yeah. First baseman, and then it's going to be Ira Peterson.
70K.
Let's do 70 to lock him in and grab him before anybody else does. I'll sign that contract. You sure will. Ira Peterson, welcome to the Nationals.
That's right. Okay, so what else we got here? Any more young fellas?
21, center fielder.
Oh, Alex
71
Young.
overall already. Let's look at Daniel Peralta.
Okay.
71 at 21 years old. That's higher rating than most of our MLB roster.
He's center field. Plays left and right.
Wow.
His hitting is not bad. Contact per
No,
left
it's
is
not
good.
at all.
Vision.
Not much of an arm, but good fielding.
It's all right.
Speed and even stealing and aggressiveness are high.
Yeah, that's good. I think we. I wish it would show what he was making previously.
He's got good rating all around. Let's offer him that 70. Bring him up.
And we're gonna have a lot of cheap ass players.
That's what he's looking for.
Done deal.
Daniel Peralta, welcome to the Nationals.
Okay, fill a couple holes maybe.
Maybe a little bit. Well, let's take a look at some of these starting pitchers. If you hit the right button to filter it, let's look at starting pitchers specifically. Looking for somebody that's possibly low age. Right off the bat, looking down there, Brandon Osuna.
Oh, he's already. We'll give him.
He'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, 80 grand. There you go.
Brandon Osuna, welcome to the Nationals.
Everybody's happy to play for us.
So far.